I get many letters where devotees write me and they say, I'm weak, I'm affected by this situation, I'm affected by this person, I'm affected by my own internal world. I don't have the determination to chant and read, rise early and so forth. How can you expect to become Krishna conscious if everything in the world is affecting you, outside of you and inside of you? How could you expect to achieve success in anything if you're allowing everything around you to ill affect you? The world is often a very negative place. People are often difficult to deal with. Life in general can be difficult. Prabhupada's instruction to us and the gift he's given us is the ability to follow the instruction of being steady despite whatever happens. And it's so interesting because so many devotees are affected by them. They're allowing themselves to be affected by the modes of nature. They're not chanting well or chanting at all. They're not focused and intent on being as Krishna conscious as possible. They're not following through on their goals. This is a very, very common problem. It's the age of distraction. And we're generally not as controlled as we need to be. But Prabhupada has told us that a sign of advancement in Krishna consciousness is that a devotee is really never discouraged and he's never bothered. Even though he is discouraged, then he is bothered. He's not discouraged and he's not bothered. So what does that mean? It means that before we understand something, before we think about it, there's an emotional response. First there's a feeling, and then we start to process the feeling intellectually. And that determines how we react to it. So for example, let's say something happens and it's discouraging. Prabhupada said he was discouraged, but never discouraged. His godbrothers sometimes did things which were discouraging. That's how he felt. He felt this emotion of discouragement. But interestingly enough, he didn't act that way. He felt discouraged, but he didn't allow himself to become discouraged, or something disturbs you. But you don't allow yourself to play out that disturbance. That's what Prabhupada is teaching us. So often when I get these letters where devotees are saying, this situation or that situation is affecting me, my first thought is, why are you allowing it to affect you? Because this is a very immature way of dealing with the world, dealing with your own emotions, dealing with your mind. Yes, you feel this way, but if that feeling is not a feeling that's going to help you, don't allow that feeling to dictate your words, your actions, your attitudes. It's not smart, but a devotee is fixed, or should be fixed, in his determination to serve Krishna and to do his sadhana well. So that determination should be the ultimate determining factor of how we act, what we say, and so forth, not the emotional response to the situation. So just remember this, that Prabhupada said, I'm never discouraged. An advanced devotee does not allow him situations or people to discourage him. At the same time, Prabhupada said he'd been discouraged by so many, or not so many, but some of his godbrothers discouraged him. So he's discouraged and not discouraged. So we can say, I'm disturbed and not disturbed. I'm angry and not angry. I'm not acting it out. That's mature Krishna consciousness. If we just act out our emotions, how are we different than anyone? What is our claim to being Krishna conscious? So it is very, very, very important to understand. Prabhupada is giving us a way to live on a higher level. So let's take advantage of it. Let's apply it properly, and then we'll be able to do it.